side, we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. And for the 76ers, we've got Paul George. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Trent outside, pass to Lopez. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside, launches it, drains the triple.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back.
Now here's Maxey, tries a 10-footer, and he gets it to go off the front iron.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup falls.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio, along with the great value signings around the edges, really is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big 3, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Now here's Antetokounmpo. George with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. There's the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Lillard up top. Antetokounmpo outside. And again, it's the Bucks missing. Maxey with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Maxey passes to Embiid. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Lillard against Maxey. Rebound by Philadelphia.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Grimes' shot is off. Bucks trail by 5. Antetokounmpo, left side. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Lopez. Tries again. And the layup is good.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from him.
Now here's Trent. Not a lot of room. The 3. Here's Lillard. Counted from distance. Lillard's got 6 points.
It's simple. Lillard is an elite shot maker.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Another 3 for Milwaukee.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Pass to Grimes. George outside. Lets the 3 fly. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And showing the point guard instincts there. Boy, Giannis can make it look easy.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Grimes. Fires from deep. George's shot is off. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Over to the left wing. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. From behind the arc. Paul George pulls it in. Outside Maxey. Here's the 3. That shot off the mark. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Sixers on top. They lead by a bucket. After this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
It was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Kevin Porter is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Green in at the small forward position.
These high percentage shots can look like easy money for Kelly Oubre Jr. Cashing in inside.
Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Here's Butler. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Butler's got his first basket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Here's McCain with the drive, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Butler taking his time here. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Prince finds Porter. From the arc. That one doesn't drop.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Edwards. Outside Butler. And here's Embiid. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Portis. Bucks trail by 4. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Green. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Prince. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Look at Lillard making it look easy. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up, Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, B. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play. Trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
Oh, look at Giannis power in.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Maxey against Lillard to win the run. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt. It feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, there to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Lillard against Maxey. Out to the right wing. Here's Grimes. Here's the drive. And a two-handed jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Drummond's checked in for the Sixers. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Oh, Lillard shrugs off the contact.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
George passes to Drummond. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the jam by Drummond.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Pass to Maxey. Now here's Drummond. Here's Grimes. Drives to the hoop. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
Lillard outside. The three. And another three for Milwaukee.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And the basket is good.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 4. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Doc, as this team continues to develop, what's going to be most critical to really taking your play to the next level?
Continuity offensively and then being on the same page defensively. We have so much left. If we can get on the same page defensively, we can be really good.
The more reps, the better. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And a look here now at the Bucks. They don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road, kind of like Kenny storming into the kitchen.
Well, coming back to the game of the night, the Bucks find themselves in a close one.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
We've got Maxey. Joel Embiid is out there with Paul George. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. For 3, George. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. Climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And grant the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
For 3, Maxey. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Bucks leading by 8. Pass to Trent. Back to Lopez. Lillard with the ball. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Here's Yabusele. For 3, Maxey. Rebounded by Lopez.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Kuzma, that's good.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
76ers trail by 10. Pass to Grimes. George outside. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long K. George has got 12 points in the game.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Lillard against Maxey. No Good luck on that one. For Philadelphia, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. There's the triple. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Lopez finds Lillard. Drills it from deep. Lillard's got 29.
He has the ability simply to take over games, and that's what makes Dame so much fun to watch.
And the three-pointer goes.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Trent. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now Lopez. Shot from 12. Basket's good. Lopez has gotten his second bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
He's checked in for Paul George. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Prince has checked in. Here's Oubre. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
That one's off. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Good on the second one.
Oubre able to get here a lot with how aggressive he is with the ball in his hand.
That'll be a 5-second call. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. The 4th spot held by the Bucks.
Boy, they do an excellent job offensively. Most of the season last year, they were really in sync. A nice flow and rhythm to their offensive game. But anytime you score the points they did, it's about unselfishness and trusting each other.
Off the mark there with a 3. Lillard with the ball. He has 29 now. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
First in steals, second in free throw percentage. And they did a great job of protecting the ball. Second fewest in turnovers. That's tough to accomplish in today's fast-paced style.
And last year, the #1 ranking in steals just illustrated the level of effort that they put in on D. And here's Lopez. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
76ers trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Few players get more dunks than Drummond. He's a center who plays like a traditional center, looking to throw it down every chance he gets.
Oubre against Antetokounmpo. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
A nice shot by McCain.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They've led by as much as 10.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Second team foul.
That free throw's good from Maxey. Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason. This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Milwaukee in the lead. To the paint. Here's Prince. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Prince has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Milwaukee out in front. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take... Look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Taurean Prince is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the 3 spot.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
A clear look for Embiid. Bullseye!
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Porter, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis shrugs off the contact.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Pass to Edwards. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by Portis.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
76ers trail by 6. Kane. Knocks down the triple.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Prince. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Green. Trent, he's checked in for Prince. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. From the top of the key, Antetokounmpo. That's good. Antetokounmpo has got 10 points in just the second half.
That pull-up shot is unguardable. Can't lay off Giannis even a second.
And it's Maxey missing. The Bucks leading by 5. Antetokounmpo inside. Maxey covering. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Maxey, that's good.
So great seeing Maxey come through in the big spots, continuing to evolve right before our eyes.
For 3, here's Lillard. Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Trent on the wing. Lillard outside. Fires the 3. And again for 3.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid with the slam.
Got pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
And Lillard puts up a deep 3. No good on the 3. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They grab their own miss. And he gets it to go.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Milwaukee leading by 7. Kuzma, the pass to Lopez. And here's Lillard. The rebound by Embiid. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 16 feet out. Prime shot is off. Lopez against Maxey. Antetokounmpo inside. Pass to Trent. Just 5 on the clock. Kuzma outside. For 3, here's Lillard. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
Here's Lillard.
76ers foul. Tyrese Maxey. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Joel Embiid. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6.
At the line for 2.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
He doesn't waste a chance to pad their lead. It's been some solid free throw shooting.
Now a timeout called by Philadelphia. They trail by 7. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. He drops it from range. And so it's Milwaukee who scraped by with the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Dame, for those of us watching, what does it feel like to be in a shooting groove like you were in tonight?
It feels like a workout. When I'm doing my summertime workouts, even after practice sometimes, I'm just trying to get hot, trying to get that rhythm. And that's what it feels like, when you hold yourself to that standard of just making shots, being consistent at it and just getting hot, and that's kind of what it felt like.
I can guarantee you none of our workouts feel like that, but thanks for the show tonight, Dame.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down the tunnel? A team looking for a big night on its home court. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. The guard set is Giddey and White. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. Three-pointer, Lillard. Vucevic with the rebound. Outside, White. Pass to Dosunmu. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. Off target from three-point range. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by the Bulls. Outside, White. Here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
On the wing, Dosunmu. Outside Williams. The three. Kuzma pulls it in. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Giddey with it. Out guarded by Giannis. Dosunmu, the pass to Vucevic. Basket counts.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Giddey. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Williams. Kuzma pulls it in. The Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the 76ers. And Lillard gets it to go.
Great shot from Lillard. He loves finding space around that perimeter so he can just fire.
Giddey, the pass to Dosunmu. Back to Giddey. From down in the low post, it goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Hands it from downtown.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Outside, White. Going inside. And White with the stuff.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Brent, the Bucks last season bowing out in the first round. And the injuries they sustained sure didn't help.
Well, there's just so much, Kevin, that is on the shoulders of Giannis. So to see him go down, with that, the hopes of a Milwaukee title run. It's a reoccurring theme that we talk about every year. You got to be healthy in the playoffs. And these guys have just had players that they rely upon not be ready.
Trent kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Trent. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Target number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sims is checked in. Bobby Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Prince is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Kevin Porter subbed in for Trent. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Patrick Williams. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. Got that one up quick. White's got 5 points so far.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
It's good.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Buzelis. Outside, White. And he makes that one. And it's 7 points for Kobe White.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
Lillard misses.